tipong merong tatapat sa mga oldies. Hindi naman oldies, yung mga veterano na talaga. Kasi knowing na alam naman natin, yung mga players ng Mineski, yung mga galing talagang 1.3. Yung talagang like ACG. As Complex Gaming, mga kaibigan. Diyan nagsimula yung talaga mga pustahan, mga ganyan. Yung tipong high race, low race, lahat ng race meron na sila. Yung talagang, eat, sleep, tapos Counter-Strike eh.
Yun talaga yung buhay nila eh.
Grabe yung kala kasi...
Kumbaga, sanay sila sa pitpitan ng balls.
Oh.
Yes.
Yung mga may PLDT play pa dati. Grabe talaga yung kalakaran talaga sa CS 1.3. And syempre ngayon, ibang-iba na. And syempre, ibang-iba na. Pero andyan pa rin yung puso ng ng pagka-competitor mo talaga eh. At gagawin mo talaga yung lahat para manalo. Dito sa Fractals, ano yung magandang masasabi nyo sa kanila para matalo nila yung Mineski? Or like any good things na, yun nga, na masabi mo?
Play to your strengths.
Like suggestions, yeah. That's the correct point. Suggestions.
Play to your strengths. Huwag kayong masyadong magpadala sa emosyon. Kasi pagdating ng kasi pag umabot na sa punto na kailangan nyo mag-clutch, tapos lamang na kayo, biglang out of nowhere, babagsak kayo. Yun yung makapasira eh. So just keep your composure na lang din.
Sa akin, Goop needs to show up. So Goop, kung narinig mo ako, you need to show us what you are made of.
Nakatingin
kasi,
na
di ba? Narinig ba tayo ni Goop?
Oo.
So anyway, pag si Goop nag-show up, medyo magiging magandang laban. Kasi Goop can be, sniper siya, tama?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the sniper. Streaky sniper siya eh. Once na na-hit niya yung first shot niya, ma-hit niya siguro mga 80% second to third. Streaky siya eh. Kung binigyan mo siya ng chance, he will take you down. So sana makita natin si Goop today.
Yeah, like na sinasabi mo Nomad kanina, of course, yung composure niya as a team, yung momentum niyo, chill lang yan, dyan lang yan. Pero yun nga, kahit super leading na yung Mineski, huwag pa rin kayo paghihinaan ng loob. Kasi meron pa rin kahinaan yan eh.
Yep.
Pero yun, it's really up to you kung paano mo ma-figure out yun. That's the problem.
I remember this one game nung qualifiers ng ROG. Mineski faced off against easy peasy, muntikan na sila malaglag. Easy peasy, sobrang lamang sila the first half. 11-4 ata yung first half. Saka lang humabol yung Mineski. To the point na natapos yung game 16-14 in their favor.
Actually, pwede rin yung tipong just testing the waters.
Yeah, pwede na rin.
Pwede yung ganun eh. Pero sa ganitong klaseng tournament, top tier tournament of course, medyo mahirap gawin yun eh. Yung itetest lang namin muna kung papakiramdaman muna namin kasi sa early stages ng game, then biglang babawi kami. Napaka-risky nung ganun.
Yeah.
Actually, sa ECPC, I think nabigla yung Mineski doon eh. Kasi unknown yung team eh.
Oo, tama.
So sa utak nila, parang walk in the park lang mangyayari. So siguro nabigla sila, pumapalag. So naging serious mode sila second half. Kasi they need to do it. Diba?
Yeah. Nag-game face beast mode na rin sila.
Nag-game face mode na sila. Ayan, lumabas na si Dispenser. Si G, tama? Si G yung gumagawa nun eh, sa si Dispenser.
Iba talaga yun eh. Of course, as a team, talagang okay na okay sila talaga. Talagang Philippines #1 talaga. Pero sa individual skills naman pare, for me, sobrang taas talaga ng level nila.
God tier yung skills nila.
Yeah.
Kasi individually may pag-aim duel ka sa kanila, talagang huwag ka na umasa. Hindi na lang talaga yun eh. Kaya dito lang talaga.
Konting asa naman.
Bigyan mo naman ng konting asa.
Wait na lang kasi. Patay pag one-on-one tutukan, huwag na umasa. Kasi talaga nandun na itutok eh. Daanin nyo na lang sa utak. Utakan nyo sila.
Kasi nga, parang sinasabi natin na ang CSGO is parang chess nga naman talaga, di ba? Of course, yung tipong alamin mo muna kung nasin yung kalaban mo. And dito naman sa Fractals, actually hindi pa sila nakakast, pero hopefully talagang, yun talaga yung win-wish ka talaga, na sana sobrang dikit ng laban nila and gulatin talaga nila ang Mineski dito. Alright, so knife round na tayo dito sa Fractals versus Mineski CSGO. Once again, we are panelists for today. My name is Vill from Mineski TV, Nomad, and Shane. And of course, papasok na si paring Asuray mga kaibigan. So, let's see.
And eto na nga, knife round between Mineski and Fractals to determine which side they are going to play on. And Fractal's actually going to get the knife round here.
So here we are. Just a little bit of an input nga pala before we do start officially itong best of 3 natin ngayon between Fractals and Mineski. The veto for the maps, if you know guys, again, nagkakaroon tayo ng botohan dito. The first map, which is Overpass, was picked by Mineski. Second, Fractals picked up Mirage. And third, if we do push to a game 3, it's going to be a default on the map train.
Something that Mineski has in their map pool. And of course, the good luck have funds are now coming out, and Fractals are going to be on the CT side, while Mineski will be on the T side.
Yes, so show your support, guys. Kung gusto nyo manalo Mineski, shout it out. Kung Fractals naman, there you have it. So it's going to be really interesting again to see, kasi pinag-usapan na natin yan. Again, Mineski is a team that isn't a pushover at all. They've shown themselves to be one of the best team, if not the best team in the Philippines. So it's going to be very interesting on how Fractals will be interacting with the Filipino Titans, so to speak. And they're going to be going straight onto the bomb site A, and here we go.
And yeah, Goop taking down Guy there, quickly down to a 3v3 situation. Sigma, getting a pick there against the Spencer. And now quickly down to a 3v2 situation. Mineski is actually in a tight corner here. And it's just Retrack on his own. Snap! Oh, snap! What a shot, though.
That was inherently weird coming from Mineski. No setups from the smokes, I would say. They didn't even buy any kind of utility right there. I think just decoys lang. Binato lang nila sa site, and they hope for the best. But I mean, you gotta know USPs, man. If you have a very good angle, one-hit headshot it feels like a better one-hit headshot compared to a Glock.
Yeah,
so you always gotta be careful.
The Glock, you should always use the Glock in close to medium range encounters, not in long range encounters as we saw there. USPs will automatically overpower the Glock in terms of firepower there.
Yeah, true that. I mean, the Glock train is a pretty strong tactic, but you gotta complement it with, again, the proper setup utility with that. You gotta have the smokes, you gotta have the flash. Pero walang set na support player doon na ginamit ng Mineski, so it kind of just offsetted themselves. But now, looking to only have 3 players remaining. They try to go out of connector, but Fractals was there to stop them at their tracks. But it seems like Retrack will be starting something here outside of water. He's hoping for the 1-digs, pero hindi siya swertehin. Although you can see here, Tony will be spotting that one item. He'll be able to finish up Retrack, and a clean round for Fractals nonetheless.
And Fractals is actually looking good right now. I mean, they got the pistol round, so it's a good chance that they will be getting next round after this, probably the 4th round as well. But we'll see. Fractals, I mean, this good of a start would actually boost their morale.
Yeah, give or take, Fractals should be able to get at least 3 rounds clean here, because Mineski did not get any plants. Oh, Goop. Gonna be in a 1v1, still survives. He gotta back away right now because he's so low in HP. And here we go.
And Goop actually getting the 2K there.
Snap.
Snap coming in from behind, getting Retrack and Dispenser. That's another round for Fractals.
Yeah, so there you have it. 3 save rounds for Mineski. So more so than not, ito na magiging buy round nila. So we have to see how Mineski will be approaching this one. I don't know if they have enough money for utilities, but you'll just have to see na lang guys sa kanilang inventory. There's gonna be a cheeky smoke right there. I like that. I didn't know you have that angle from CT, but you see there Tony spotting out Dispenser, starting up pretty strong for Fractals, getting that op shot. Reject will get a little bit bombarded by G. Though Mineski still have no foothold just yet on any of these sites. Snap!
Oh, snap. I'm not gonna say
greedy
anything.
plays, or rather cheeky plays coming in from one of the players of Fractals.
But nonetheless, Mineski, they are in a tight corner here. But as I said, that Retrack actually takes down Sigma down to a 4v3 situation. And Mineski, they need to commit somewhere.
Well, there's still 1 minute and 10 seconds left into the clock. Although you have to see that the bars right now for Mineski are, yeah, like that. And though there is a numbers advantage for Mineski, Fractals are playing with only 3 players. But Tony has been showing himself to be a pretty okay AWP player. The backstab from Dubstep, though. And now, slowly but surely, Fractals are being pinched in here by Mineski. They got to be careful. Mineski, you can see how I would say careful they are. Hindi sila nagpapakita masyado ngayon sa Fractals. They haven't pushed bomb site B yet or bomb site A yet, so we'll just have to see how Fractals will be interacting as Mineski might go for the push 30 seconds in.
And Tony with the AWP is actually a devastating force to come across. I mean, we've seen him get multiple picks in the earlier rounds, so they don't want to show themselves easily as they don't want to be easy targets for Tony because Tony can pick them off quite easily.
Yeah, but Tony's gonna go for the latter. He's not gonna. It feels like he's not gonna look for a fight here for the moment. So it's just gonna be the save for that AWP. Of course, Fractals being able to win those 3 rounds and relatively actually walang namatay sa nila on those 3 rounds, so they'll be able to buy up possibly here onto our 5th round. Pero ito na. Here it is. Fractals' first, I guess, attempt at going against Mineski on the full buy, and it didn't go so well. So here's their second attempt, and I don't know how this is gonna be like transpire from both of these teams, but it seems that Mineski haven't shown yet their real fangs. That 3-0, it was just a giveaway lang.
Yeah. And a tactical timeout has been called here by Mineski, and I think they're just going to regain their composure.
What do you call that? The fist bump, the ever so required fist bump
Every
in
time you
CSGO
win a
casting.
round.
Yes.
Every time you win a round, you got to fist bump your teammate for luck.
Exactly. I think that's what separates CSGO from Dota 2, the fist bumps.
I mean, if you fist bump during a game
So Dota 2.
of Dota 2, you're going to risk yourself, risk a kill there.
Exactly, or not move at all in the map. At least in CSGO, you have these 15-second freeze times where you buy items, you plan your strategy before the round really starts, and you can fist bump.
Yeah.
Or after a round, fist bump.
And there we go. Fractals in the lead, 3-1. Mineski, they went for the tactical spots. I think we're going to go ahead and see if this is actually going to change that. So I'm saying that Snap takes down Retrack quickly down to a 5v4 situation. And Mineski are on the offensive here.
Mineski, they've still played... Wow. All right. Yan guys, nakikita nyo na yung ating experience booth. If you guys don't know, you can actually go there and experience it for free. But going back into the game naman, Mineski, they've used this in the previous round. They're just trying to feel out the map for now. They're trying to figure out what Fractal likes to do in Overpass. Even though, this is Mineski's map, they're still being careful because during the... What was that? The interviews at GG Blitz. I was with the captain of Fractals, Dan, and he said that, even though Fractals aren't... Oh, nice kill from Dubstep, but I'll hold to that. It's going to be a push here for Mineski onto the A side. Double kill for Dubstep. G's right here onto the truck, and he'll be able to take down Goopy. Now left into a 2v3. Tony and Sigma have to go for the rotation. Where will they be coming from? Here comes Sigma, and Mineski will go for the plant.
And the bomb has now been planted. 2v3 situation, and Fractals are on the offensive here. They're going to go in and go for the retake, and the flashes are coming in. Mineski just playing ever so chill, as always, not just giving their positions away, as well as Gi actually takes down Sigma there. And it's just Tony on his own.
They know where Tony is. They might actually chase upon him, so now Tony is in a cat and mouse situation. 3v1 as well.
Oh,
he
Tony
gets
with
the
a shot against
Hannibal.
Hannibal.
Can he get the second one as well? That's going to be a no. But can they actually get the AWP before the bomb does explode? It's going to be close. Yeah, they save it. Yeah. I didn't hear the bomb explode.
They were able to save the AWP.
So, yeah, as I was saying, again, Fractals is a team that are comprised of, I believe, some students. Some of them are students and some of them are also are in the working class.
Yeah.
So they don't have that luxury of being full-time, practicing for their craft. So it's like a big step for them. This is what I think this is their first big tournament. So they're trying to prove themselves that even though they don't have that much of time to practice, they still are going to be able to deal with Mineski with the help from Dan as their captain. So look at that, Mineski are just mowing him down. 2 kills though onto Reject and Sigma, and this is the push onto the B side.
And now 3v4 situation. Dubstep actually taking down Snap there, and Dubstep with the AWP is deadly. They don't want to give away the picks. Might as well, stay safe. Try to decide what to do and try to retake the next map. Maybe they'll be able to, come back in the next round.
Yeah. For all of these rounds that Mineski have won, see, Rechak is the one who actually dies every single time. He's like the ultimate great bait mate.
Great bait mate.
Yeah.
I rate 8 out of 8.
So once he dies, Mineski starts to ramp up.
I mean, at least he's getting information. I mean,
that is what he's doing. He's getting the information. He's trying to bait in Fractals to go in a little bit more aggressive, and Mineski can go for the punish.
Of course, it's not a good idea to always die, but if you're gonna die, at least make sure you get something out of it, and that is what Retrack is doing.
Die with a purpose.
Die with a purpose.
Yeah.
Ooh, reject, taking down Guy there. 5v4 situation, a minute 25 seconds left on the clock, and it's still anybody's ball game. Mineski can still, even though they're a man down, they will still be able to do this. They can still come back, and Dubstep taking down Snap there.
Yeah, that's just, you know, the quote-unquote one of the top AWP players on the Philippines, showing off his stride. Now, in terms of how this game has been progressing, it's actually been pretty fair. But if you think about it, Mineski coming into this round 7 has won 3 straight rounds. So Fractals, even though they've lost, they actually are able to buy up because that blue shell effect is starting to stack up for them. So they can actually bring the fight to Mineski. They can offset into this round. Goopy with a nice shot onto the Dispenser, but that's not the AWP player. Sigma will be defending, actually takes the bomb planter down, and that's going to be Fractals with their win, countering out Mineski. But still, Mineski will be able to buy up in the next round.
Yeah. I mean, we'll take in consideration that this is Fractals, technically their first LAN appearance. Not for the 3 veteran players, but nonetheless, they are actually performing really well, especially against Mineski. So this is, we have ourselves one hell of a fight.
Yeah, true that. Wait, what was your predictions in this one? The percentage of win for Fractals against Mineski?
It's going to be a 40%. A 40% victory.
40%. Oh, actually, you're a bit more generous. I was 20%. But of course, we're just going to be seeing this one. Dubstep did take quite a little bit of damage, although this could be a cheeky spot. Dispenser though. Oh, Dispenser! No way. No way.
No.
Dubstep. Oh, no
Tony,
way.
what are you doing?
Tony coming in from A-Long. He gets the double kill as he was playing through the smoke. That was a little bit crazy coming in from Fractals. They were able to capitalize, push it to a 3v3. Mineski have a minute into the clock. Haven't pushed a site just yet. And, man, that was a little bit of an oversight there coming from Mineski.
They need to decide soon. Mineski, they don't have all the time in the world, and they need to decide where to go. And actually, hopefully, force out Fractals into a position that they are not comfortable in.
Oh, I like this. Mineski, they're a team who actually likes to go for these types of plays. I'm not going to say what they're doing just yet. Maybe into the, after this round is over. But, yeah, they try to do something like this. And now Fractals, they got to know. 20 seconds. Mineski either has to push the bomb site A or bomb site B. And I think they figure out what's happening, and they're going to try to actually go for the rotation. But Retrack is the faster man, takes out Sigma, and now Fractals is a little bit too late, 2v3.
Yeah, it's down to a 2v3 situation. The pressure is on to Fractals to go ahead and retake the side. But, you know, they are not in a good position here. They need to decide quickly where to go. And Snap, with that low HP, immediately goes down. Retrack takes out Reject.
Man,
and it's a tied game again.
You can see Fractals aren't ready in that round for Mineski's, I would say, sort of fake. Because there's a time, I think, during one of the tournaments before, I think I was MPGL, wherein Mineski and other top teams, they like to go for these, let's say, half commitments, wherein they're just going to plant down some smokes onto the A site and actually rotate back onto B.
Yeah, which is, I could say, one of their trademarks.
Yeah.
Because they're mostly the only team that are successful in doing that. That's what I could say.
Yeah, and because they have, you know, Captain Hannibal as their IGL, he's just so good at reading their opponents that they can actually do that with a higher chance of success rate. Good catch there onto Snap. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, caught out there.
Hannibal spotted out.
And Hannibal actually takes down Sigma quickly down to a 5v2 situation.
Man, watching how this game, how that round or that play progressed, it was just surgical. You push from connector, and then you come out as well from water, and Retrack gets the head, looks for a second one, actually goes for the jumping headshot.
YOLO.
And yeah, Mineski still having a pretty good foothold into this game. Fractals, not sure what's up in their sleeves for now. They haven't really shown up too much, but this is a pretty, I would say, close fight. Mineski really haven't pulled far yet.
Yeah.
And Fractals, well, the only I feel like only wall for them to deal with right now is that they have been reset time and time again by Mineski.
And that is something that it won't be a problem as soon as the blue shell starts kicking in. And Tony taking down upset there, and Guy takes down Sigma. Guy getting another kill there onto Tony. Quickly down to a 4v2 situation. Dispenser going in for the kill, taking out Reject, and it's just Goop on his own. And this is not going to be their round.
Not going to be their round indeed. Only Dubstep to lose his life. Ooh, Goop almost getting the headshot. Dispenser got to be a bit careful. But I think he just wanted to actually try to fake a possible bomb plant in front of Goop. He's trying to go for a little bit of the mind game. Scoop with the headshot, the Huandigs onto Dispenser, but he still has to go through 3 members of Mineski before he can clutch this round. 50 seconds left into the clock, and that bomb will be planted down. Lots of smokes here, so Goop has to be, I don't know, his game sense has to be just on point. He's been found out already, and he is burning to that Inferno, and he's just going to be, well, playing to the flames. He's going to be, what, roasting himself alive?
He's gonna
play the barbecue game. Yeah, the flambe. Look at that.
Barbecue. But
Kaboom!
look at that headshot, though. A deagle is a hard weapon to master.
Yes, one of the best weapons to get. Difficult, fun to play, difficult to master.
And once you do master
so cheap, but like once you get that click on the 1Ds, it's just so good.
Yeah, there's the feeling of, hey, one-shot headshot, call me Huandig, senor.
Plus, it's such a cheap weapon to get for such a good amount of, I guess, performance if you know how to use it.
Yeah, like it pays for itself, so to speak.
Yeah, true that. Fractals now on their second buy round. You're gonna be seeing them go for that really cute strategy. So we'll try to find out if they're gonna be able to get a lot of impact as they go for this type of strat.
And none of the members from Fractals and Mineski have fallen down yet. Everybody's just playing it safe because at this point, they don't want to give away anything.
Yeah. You know, the thing here that Mineski is doing is actually pretty simple. What they're doing right now is they're expending a little bit of their utility. They're forcing Fractals to go for these peaks, and Mineski are just trying to go for the duels as well. Was that Dispenser? No, that was Dubstep actually boosted up onto A-Long, and he had such a good angle that whoever just peeks and tries to look at A-Long will get immediately punished. Tony missing that flick, and it looks like it's going to be an A take here by Mineski. Tony, can he go for it? No, he will be overwhelmed by G. There's going to be the defense coming in from Sigma. Can he go for the second spray? He cannot transition it properly, and that's going to be Mineski to win another round.
And Mineski has the momentum here. Fractals, they are feeling the pressure. If there's a good point to go for a tactical timeout, it would be now.
Well,
but, you know,
true enough. I mean, we're just 3 rounds shy of our first half to be to end.
4 rounds.
4 rounds, actually.
But nonetheless, Fractals can still technically tie up the game. They just need to play it safe. They just need to play smart, not go to anywhere, not give away their positions at all. And right now, the train that is Mineski is coming, and Captain Hannibal burns snap to a crisp. Dispenser taking down Sigma down to a 5v3 situation. Fractals.
Oh, man. Mineski knows that Fractals are going to be going for an eco round, so 2 of their members just buy up for the Mac 10 so they can farm all day long, baby. Reject. Oh, he actually tumbled, the reverse tumble, and his teammate will do the same. So, there's actually a point that I wanted to talk about. Like, we saw before, or rather on that previous best of 3 between War Gods and Rec Esports, that War Gods, being behind on CT, they try to go for those aggressive pushes on the cache map, but Fractals, they're kind of put into an awkward situation wherein they want to rush, but there's not a lot of areas in Overpass that you want to rush. You don't want to rush through Monster. You don't want to rush through A-Long just because you're going to be in a very bad fight because you're going to be fighting rifles with pistols. So the possibility for them to work with is through the bathrooms going into connector, which I think is what they wanted to do, but, well, not now because they bought up. But that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, and seems like that's a pretty decent start here for Fractals. Mineski, though, you can see their positioning. Fractals, they got to answer.
And Fractals, actually with an interesting buy. With an interesting setup here.
Yeah, again, the interesting setup.
Yeah, since we are on a live event, we won't be able to give away anything crucial like their positioning or the weapons that they have. So we'll talk about it after the map, after the round.
It's fine, guys. We'll give you a little bit of the insights of the previous rounds or in this round after an action has been done. But you can see here again, Mineski's strat is just to try to bait out something for Fractals. With Fractal having the better position, they were able to make it into a 1-for-1 again. So this is looking to be a better start for Fractals, but still Mineski, I mean, there's such a team that's so versatile. They can do something like that bait strat and then go for an instant entry frag and then get results. So now it's going to be, again, the retake for Fractals. The question is, will they try to do so? Reject does have that weapon. He's banging on the Zoomer banger. Goop will try to go for the spray, but there you go, the double peekaboo. I see you coming in from Mineski, and a Reject trying to re-peek, but that flames and the spray as well will shut him down.
And Mineski is cementing their lead 9-4 in their favor. Fractals, they are looking for an answer. They're trying to change up their strategies, change up how they are going to approach the game. Mineski, on the other hand, they're just playing it safe, playing to their strengths. Something that has been a trademark. They have the discipline. Of course, with Captain Hannibal leading them, they will be disciplined very well.
Yeah. Now, Fractals, they're trying to get as much info as possible. You can see their positioning right now is, well, set up for that. I won't say exactly where, but as a player who's also played quite a bit of overpass, those are the positions that you want to play through when you want to get as much info as possible. But I mean, that was a little bit of a fluke coming in on water. Goop will be spotting 1v1G, but of course the AK-47 just too good. The UMP has been nerfed quite a bit. I mean, on medium range it's still pretty fine, but it's not the best weapon against, you know, an AR, an assault rifle. It's just too good. Sigma will be the one left standing here for Fractals, and this has been the case time and time again. Fractals, I mean, they haven't shown themselves as that solo player team who can clutch the rounds, but I mean, Mineski are making sure that they don't give them that chance. They've always been in this situation where you're in a 2v1 or a 1v1 wherein you're against that really good aim duelist, and Mineski, well, able to secure another round.
Yeah, and they are going to, it actually is going to look like first half going into Mineski. They will be, it looks like they should be able to secure the 11th round for them, but we don't know at all because Fractals, they still have the capability to answer back to Mineski and at least force fifth round for another round for them, which is still entirely doable.
Oh no!
He takes that Reject. Snap, taking down Gee, but the Spencer takes down Snap, down to a 4v3 situation. Captain Hannibal dwindling down the numbers, taking out Sigma.
Reject knew that Mineski were going for the rush, and he took out a nade and got punished all day long on connect or on tunnel. That was not. I think he actually made a mistake play right there.
And
so
misplace will bite you.
It happens. It will bite you in the butt. It will have a lot of impact. Tony, he heard dubstep right there. Easy pick off for Tony. So that's a good frag for Fractals, but there's still a little bit, I would say, a few steps behind of Mineski. They've already gotten the bomb plant onto the B side, and Fractals know what's up. There's not going to be a lot of time to work with. And if you can see Fractals' items, they have to rush it in right now. This is also the last round of the first half.
Yeah, it's all or nothing for Fractals. They need to secure this to at least have a good foothold going into the second round and retrack, taking down Tony, almost getting taken out there.
Wow.
And it's just down to Goop. Goop, he needs to find an answer. Time is quickly running out, spraying wildly, and the time is not going to allow him. He is going to fall down. A Kobe from Dispenser will secure the 11th round for Mineski.
Man, that actually wasn't Goop's play there on Sky, or on Heaven rather. He did a pop flash and he got flashed himself. He tried to exit from Heaven and try to just jump down, but then
he flashed himself.
He flashed himself.
I mean, it's a high level competition. Each team, they need to go for the flashy plays, but at the same time, it's risky to go for the flashy plays.
Yeah, so let's just see. It was a good 3-round start for Fractals, I gotta say. I mean, their pistol strats are pretty good, so maybe coming in onto the T side, wherein if you win as a terrorist, you're able to get yourself again that instant 3, or more so than instant 3 rounds. And that could be the point in time wherein Fractals could get the comeback against Mineski. I mean, they've shown themselves to be a pretty good defense on... Whoa, that was actually weird. Okay, so the pretty good defense on their pistol round. So again, a heavy emphasis into that one. On the buy rounds, they've had some pretty good plays, but it was more of catch-off plays rather than insanely solid defense.
Yeah, Mineski were able to at least overpower Fractals, but then again, because Mineski was able to overpower Fractals, they were also caught off guard, especially that, if I can recall correctly, I think it was Tony that was able to do the lurking over at Connectors that caught Mineski off guard.
The A-long one, the A-long lurk. The other thing here that you have to also remember, in terms of, I guess, the player skills or the player matchups, when they go for that aim duel, you almost always see Fractals missing that one bullet an inch from the body of Mineski. They could have win it, but it's just that one single inch.
And it's all about the pixel-perfect aims here in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Speaking of pixel-perfect aims there, Dubstep not connecting with the shots there, and Goop taking out Dubstep. It's now down to a 5v2 situation.
And this is what I'm talking about. Fractals, it feels like they have had a lot of practice on their pistol rounds, and look at that. 5 versus 2. Mineski are in a round discrepancy, and they are on the CT side, so they're to be the ones to defend. So Fractals can just play along and try to bait out Mineski, go to bomb side B. If they hear Mineski right there, go to bomb side A if they want to, and try to play with the hearts of Mineski here. And now only Retrack will remain, and let's see if he can go for V1.
And it's just Retrack on his own. He's pretty low, and he gets taken out by Sigma. First round secured in the second half by Fractals.
So here we go. I predicted it, man. Told ya. They got that pistol round.
They got the pistol round, yeah.
Now it's the question if Mineski will go for the force buy, or will Fractals, or can Fractals answer if Mineski does that? It's gonna be interesting because Mineski have shown themselves also, time and time again, to be a pretty strong team on their eco rounds, even without the 1-digs. But Dubstep, he loves to play on the 1-dig. Of course, he's a stationary opera for Mineski, so he has to go for that, I guess the sniper pistol, if you want to call it. I mean, of course, it's not what it's called, but there you go. G will get overwhelmed.
Taking down Gi. Quickly down to a 5v4 situation, but, everybody's still holding back. They're not acting, so to speak. The shots getting fired there. They know one guy is in the bathrooms, but we'll see what is going to be the answer for Mineski here. Fractals, they're actually trying to play it, I wouldn't say safe. I wouldn't say aggressive as well.
I like this from Fractals. They're going to be trying to do some, they're going to just try to go for these type of, I guess, coupled push strats, wherein there's always, again, that 2v1 situation. Mineski got a little bit overwhelmed, and Captain Hannibal will be the last man to stand. And he is in a 5v1. If he can clutch this with a 5-7,
that's going to be something.
OMG.
That's something I wanted to see.
Oh!
You gonna get stabbed, son. Get shanked.
Get shanked. And he said, just, calm down.
Look at the smiles on the faces of Fractals.
Extra 1-5 cash. Hannibal, he's not so happy about that one. It was like, no.
No, I got stabbed.
Stabby McStab.
Indeed. But nonetheless, 18th round,
so
11-6.
2 rounds already for Mineski. Oh, here it is. The T-Train pushing out from Monster. They're going to be forcing their way onto the bomb site B, but Mineski doesn't have the capabilities to actually counter it out. Captain Hannibal will be taken down, and it seems that Mineski will try to go for the retake.
And it's just a Spencer on his own in a 1v5 situation, and he is going to get taken out by Goop.
There you go, and Fractal slowly but surely climbing back up in terms of the round points, but as I predicted, those are the 3 rounds that they got for relatively free. This is their first trial in the second half. Can they go up against Mineski, as this will be Mineski's first buy round?
And this is where things are going to get interesting in the second half.
Blood splattering, deadly, explosive, whatever you want to call it. Fractals, they gotta push through. They gotta keep Mineski in the back end, and we see them immediately getting that control onto the B side. G has been taken down, and Fractals still with 5 members remaining as Mineski try to go for the retake.
It's now 5v4. Pressure is on for Mineski to go for the retake. Sigma taking out Dubstep, and he will be able to get the AM4 down to a 5v3 situation. Mineski, they need to find an answer.
Yeah, I love this. Like we were talking about again a while ago, wherein how some Filipino pro teams, pro players as well, semi-pro players, whatever, the T side isn't as good because again I feel like Filipinos are more creative on the CTs in terms of the defense, but looking at Fractals right now, they are reading Mineski pretty well. I think this is also the point wherein Dan has been, again, an ex-expendable member. He's battled Mineski for quite some time already with his old team, and coming into Fractals, I feel like he has a little bit of insight on how Mineski plays, how Hannibal actually tries to, I guess, command his army, and it feels like that's at least proving a little bit dividend here on their T side.
I mean, yeah, and look at the smiles on the faces of Fractals. They're just enjoying themselves.
What is that?
Is that a gum? Can I have some gum?
So just having fun.
They're just having fun.
I gotta give it also to Fractals. Like just looking at their facial expressions. I mean, Mineski, of course, they're the team who always plays serious. They like to have some fun at times, but just looking at how Fractal is approaching, or just again looking at how they feel chill, even though they haven't really gotten a huge lead against their opponents. So it feels like even though they're losing these rounds, they're not panicking, which is a good, I would say a good marker. It feels like they have that capabilities to still give a fight against Mineski.
I mean, yeah, they're just playing relaxed. I mean, they're in the big stage at this point. They're just happy that they're here and they're having fun. I mean, look at those faces.
Yeah. And if they actually, win against Mineski, I feel that they're gonna have an easier time going up against Rec Esports. But of course, I could be wrong. Rec Esports have shown to be a pretty good team as well. Like they kind of went against one of your predictions where it should have been War Gods to win, but still there is a bit of a pause. So what do you feel like is going to be the point of, I would say, focus for Mineski as they try to defend, and maybe the point of focus for Fractals as they try to push?
Well, Mineski are, I think, one of the best defensive teams out there. They can set up a very good defensive posture there in any side. So what's going to happen is Fractals, they need to overpower Mineski's defense. I mean, we've seen earlier that they have been able to overpower the game. Like, they've been able to go for the picks and just dwindle down the numbers of Mineski.
Do you feel like Mineski in their CT side have only been trying to defend a possible push point from Fractals by just using one person? Because you see them dying one by one, not two by one, or not two at a time. So that means that Mineski are trying to just peek this one after the other, and Fractals are winning the aim duels, or they're trying to just rush it in and get the pickoffs, maybe go for a rotation and try to push for another spot.
I think that's one of the safest calls that they can go for.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, if Fractals are ready for it, maybe Mineski can go for a two-man push and then try to go for a pick. If they don't get it, just back off immediately. Because it feels like they're trying to be a bit more passive than they have to be.
Yeah.
And that seems to be not the best way to approach this play style coming in from Fractals. What do you think?
Well, I mean, as I said earlier, it's one of the smartest things that they can do. Just play passive right now because they don't want to risk everything to give their lives over to Fractals.
Yeah, of course,
It's a lot better to just lose a man instead of losing.
Look at this. I'm right. There it is. That's a two-man push from Mineski, and they're trying to mix it up because they felt like they went in again, one person to defend one spot, and Fractals knows what's up, and Mineski tries to offset that. They try to do something. They got a lot of information out of that one, and now they're going to be happy with just going defensive. So that's what I'm talking about. Try to go a little bit offensive, try to find as much information as possible early on, and then you can at least have a little bit of a picture on when Fractals are actually at.
Yeah, and Fractals right now, as we speak, were stopped by Mineski there. Their push were stopped, and they are just playing it safe.
like I said. So now, Fractals, they got a little bit weirded out. Like, oh, okay, are Mineski really going to push?
It's like, who's going to push first? Is it me or is it you? Who's going to give?
Who's going to give in? Mineski or Fractals? No kills just yet. There's actually 40 seconds in and nobody has died, which is a slower pace round than the previous rounds, but we're going to see Fractals as they try to explode. 30 seconds left into the clock. Dispenser gets caught out, followed by Retrack, and this could be the push onto the bomb side A. Fractals are going for the setups, and Mineski have to defend.
Of course, in any round in the Counter-Strike, the terrorist will always dictate the momentum. Reject taking out Captain Hannibal. There's just dubstep on his own, and it gets taken out by Sigma 9-11. Fractals is slowly catching up to Mineski.
Wow, that was a clean round from Fractals, and Mineski, Hannibal's position, he didn't even try to go for the jiggle peek. He just went in like sentry mode on the truck and got punished heavy. He thought that he could get a good spray down right there. I mean, granted that he can, but it didn't happen. So Fractals were just able to get a pretty easy control of the bomb site A.
Yeah, I mean, let's take into consideration that Overpass is technically a CT-sided map.
Yeah, of course.
And Fractal, and in any game of Counter-Strike, it's always a terrorist that will dictate the momentum. And right now, Fractals is saying, we are going to slow down. We are not going to give you easy kills against us. So you have to wait. It's either you fall or I fall.
Yeah. I mean, now it's kind of showing here that this is Fractal's map, but this is Fractal's map on the T side. Although, as I say that, Dispenser makes short work of 2 members of Fractals. Now left into a 3 versus 5 situation. 9-11 is our scoreline. I mean, it's still not yet on that danger zone point wherein Mineski are going to be able to run away with the lead. Fractals are only 2 rounds behind. But still, Mineski, like you said, Fractals though, they went in slow, but Mineski are going even slower and just trying to, I guess, try to just outsmart Fractals in the peaks and the picks as well.
Yeah, and they only have 35 seconds left on the clock. Fractals, they need to decide. They don't have much time to go around B or A. They don't have time to go around the maps.
Wow.
And Captain Hannibal taking out Tony down to a 5v2 situation, and Snap will go down.
I don't know if Mineski heard that there was someone outside of Monster, but that timing on the Molotov.
That was perfect timing.
That was perfect indeed, man. Like, Fractals were, okay, we're going to slow push it. Pink Panther music in the background, and then a Molotov just comes out in front of them, and they're like, we gotta rush through this. There's 20 seconds left into the clock. There's not a lot of time we can go for. So 3 rounds ahead. Mineski are starting to slowly but surely get a little bit of the leads here, but Fractals, they're gonna mix it up. They're gonna maybe force themselves onto the bomb site B, and Mineski, good defense from G. He's going to get Tony, but now he's got to go for the reload. But Captain Hannibal will be holding his hand, gets that second kill. But Sigma to be able to punish Hannibal. G, though, the defense on this man is just surreal, and he gets himself that quadra kill. Good defense, and Hannibal is going to be happy with that one.
And Hannibal is starting to look ecstatic. He wasn't that happy when Fractals had the lead earlier on. This straight face coming in from him. And the pause has been called by Fractals.
Man, I get the point wherein you always have that, I guess, the safe pub strats wherein some maps are good with the rush B strat. For me, it's Mirage and Overpass that you have those really okay B strats. If you're able to push out of that kill tunnel, you're able to just spread onto the site and then disease it and then just get control of it quite quickly. But you can't do that. You can't do that against Mineski. They know how to defend with it time and time again. You just saw how easy it is with a 2-man defense to rip through 5 members of Fractals who were bought up.
And it's all just about the composure that Mineski has. Even if they're outnumbered, they know that they have to look for the shots. They need to look for the heads and go for the kill.
Yeah, true enough.
At least they have the composure. They're not spraying wildly as soon as they see one guy. They just make sure that I'm gonna make sure that this shot is going to kill somebody, and that is what they're doing.
Yeah, calm and collected. There's going to be Dispenser right here outside on A-Long. He's got to back away, but I think he will. Will he actually pursue? That's the question. Snap is going to be the entry fragger. Can he go for it? No! 3 people already down here for the side of Fractals, as the members of Fractals will be pushing through onto the A side. Mineski, are they going to go for the rotation? That's going to be the question right here, right now. Fractals, Do they have the chance? Dubstep! He goes for the flick, but Goop is just a bit too better.
And it's now quickly down to a 2v2 situation. Goop making quick work of Mineski there. Despite losing 3 guys, they are still pretty much in the game. There's still a minute left in the clock. They have enough time to outplay Mineski at this point.
That's true, but it just hangs in the balance. Fractals needs to get the rounds. Again, T-side, it's easy to get the items, the blue shell effect, plus, of course, how cheap T-side items are. But at the end of the day, it's the points that you got to go for. And Fractals still have yet to go for that 2-digit mark on them. They're still on 9 rounds. And Mineski are nearing that match point. So, I mean, the longer this game progresses this way, the more pressure Fractals will be feeling. And it left into a 2v2 wherein you have to peek every single angle. This is so much for Fractals to deal with. Retrack will get taken down by Goop. My goodness, Goop with the entry frags.
And it's now down to a 1v1 situation. It's Guy versus Goop.
The G's.
The G's. 15 seconds left on the clock. Fractal Goop needs to decide here, and the bomb has been planted. And they don't know where each other is. Almost getting taken out there by Guy. Throwing out the Molotov, going to try to persuade Guy off of it. And Goop takes the kill against Guy.
That was glorious coming in from Goop. He clutched it for Fractals. I mean, this guy has been playing out of his mind. We were talking about, like, is Fractals a team who have that solar players that can clutch? It feels like the answer to that is yes. Goop showing off a little bit of his stride. And now, finally, Fractals get that 2-digit mark.
Yeah, from what Shane said, Goop has proven himself playing online, and right now I can say that he's also proving himself in the LAN stage.
Yeah, there's still that difference between LAN and online. I mean, in LANs, it's just such a different feeling. Of course, it's because it's live, and the point wherein you got 5 ping.
5 ping, the beautiful, glorious 5 ping.
Yeah, dubstep takes out Snap in a flash, or with a snap of his boom zoomer banger.
Here we go again with the zoomer banger, SRI, please.
Yes, you gotta call the AWP the zoomer banger.
It's not a zoomer banger.
Okay, fine, the boomstick.
There you go.
Fine, I like that as a zoomer banger. Yeah, because it zooms. I mean, if you call it boomstick, then it's a shotgun.
No. Going back into the game, 5v2 situation. Mineski haven't lost a single man. And it's not a zoomer banger, SRI.
Yeah, fine. Going back into the game, so Fractals will be going for that strat right now. Oh, Dispenser goes with the backstab. And Goop will not find a win this time. And only 2 rounds left before Mineski take the first map.
And 2 more rounds indeed. Match point is inching closer and closer for Mineski. But Fractals, they are relatively still in the game. 25th round starts, and it's all about, I think this is all going to go down to patience. Who has a better patience among them? Who's going to pick?
Check out water. Okay, I thought that there was going to be a little bit of blood splatter there because there was a little bit of a push. Hannibal has to back away, and Tony through the smoke.
Spray through the smoke.
Oh, he gets it. Tony, really good with these, I would say, spray control fights, and Goop
taking out Dispenser as well.
Ooh, this is a good start for Fractals.
Of course, a minute 20 left in the clock. They still have plenty of time to think about their strategies going into this round. Mineski, on the other hand, they are a bit shaken there. Quickly down to a 5v3 situation.
I like this one from Fractals. You saw there that they had on one of the previous rounds, they had a pretty weird rush onto outside of Monster. And they got immediately countered, right? Yeah. But then you saw that slight adjustment wherein they tried to go for a 2-man push onto water and hope for the best, and nobody came out of Monster. I think that slight adjustment gave a little bit of edge for Fractals because Mineski were thinking of something else. But see, we're going to maybe look for a B-side push here from Fractals, maybe.
And I think this is going to be Fractals' round now. Snap and Sigma taking down 2 members from Mineski. It's just dubstep on his own. And right now, the bomb will be planted. The pressure is on for Mineski. Well, let's take a moment to talk about Fractals there. That was a very good execute coming in from them. They were able to take out a couple of members from Mineski.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be something that's going to carry over into the next round, especially considering the fact that they will I think they're not going to be doing well economically next round, if I'm not mistaken. But Dubstep taking that reject there. You are not going to take the AWP away from me, but the Fractals do know where Dubstep is right now. It's just a matter of time before they close in on his position. And Dubstep taking down
survives!
just survives!
Ooh, he almost gets a third kill as well. I mean, Fractals should have at least money to buy, but if they lost 3 members, they might actually be short on cash. That was quite close.
That was really close. It's going to shake up the economy of Fractals a bit, but it's not
fine.
going to be enough.
Yeah, it's fine. Mineski, though, now they're left in a pretty weird spot.
Pretty weird indeed. It's the 26th round of the game, a minute 40 in the clock. No one's going to fall down, and look at this.
Oh, man, just look at that map.
Look at that. I'm not going to say anything. Just look at that.
If they actually just push there, they might get a freebie, but we'll see.
But Sigma taking down Dubstep there, and Dispenser going in for the refight, taking down Goop. It's now down to a 4v4 situation, and Dispenser taking down Sigma.
Oh, no.
And it's now down to a 2v4 situation.
No way.
Not looking good for Fractals at this point.
Fractals were kind of slow into trying to make something happen from Playground that they got heavily punished. Snap, though. He gets the 1, but Hannibal just a bit too good for him. Here's Tony, but he has to reclaim. Actually, no, he has the... Oh! Tony goes in! He does have that C4 already, so he has the possibility here to get that bomb plant. 2v1 situation, but he has taken quite a bit of damage. Although Mineski, it seems like they're not going to be chasing Tony for now, but Tony doesn't... I mean, maybe they might go for the chase, maybe not, but we'll have to see. 40 seconds left at the clock. There's still a good amount of time to either go for A or go for B.
And it's now on to Tony. He's the only person that's going to be able to stop the match point from coming in for Mineski, and the pressure is on.
Oh, this is going to be close.
25 seconds left on the clock. He needs to make a decision.
Ice! No,
Tony's taking out the headshot on the clock.
Still in it. G has to go for the rotation, but Tony will get that bomb plant down with 12 seconds left into the clock. He's going to be coming in. Oh, this is going to be close. It's just so close, Tony. Can he get it? Can you feel it?
Can you feel it? The pressure is on for both teams. Who's going to clutch it?
Oh, no!
He takes it out as they are going to match point.
He looks to the right at the most wrong of times. He wasn't right at looking at right. Oh my goodness. That was almost a clutch.
Almost a clutch. And look at the smile from Dubstep. He's just happy there on match point now. But nonetheless, match point. Fractals, they need 4 straight rounds in order to tie up and force the game into overtime. But Mineski, they are looking strong here. They are looking for the kill.
Yeah, true enough. As we'll be seeing Fractals try to push 4 rounds. If they can make this into overtime, they have a legit chance of still winning this. I feel like they are just, you know, a few rounds shy of performance against Mineski. Obviously, that's the case right now. But they have shown spectacular performances individually and teamwork-wise. But we'll just have to see. This is, again, I would like to remind you, viewers out there, that this overpass map is Fractals. Oh, wait. I'm going to double check. Actually, this overpass map is Mineski's map. And finding Mineski on a map that they chose themselves is no easy feat.
And Fractals, they are showing that they can fight against Mineski on even... They made everything into an even ground. But nonetheless, Guy taking out Tony there. Quickly down to a 5v3 situation as Guy takes out Reject for the 2K. And 45 seconds left on the clock. Fractals, they need to decide. They need to figure out what to do, how to overpower Mineski here.
Oh,
and Sigma taking out Retract, but the grenade is going to take him out. And it's now down to a 4v2 situation. Snap going down. It's just Goop on his own. He needs to clutch this. And he takes out Captain Hannibal, but it's not going to be enough as Guy takes out Goop.
That was just beautiful uses of the utilities of Mineski. So to break it down a bit further, I'll give it to you guys and Shane.
What a beautiful...
Alright, and we're back again, pare. Napanood natin yung first game na yun between, of course, Fractals and Mineski. And of course, joining me today and Nomad is, of course, Shane from Wolves. Hi, boy. Welcome back.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome
Did
back,
you
boy.
enjoy the match?
Indeed, I enjoyed the match. Hindi ko ini-expect na yung Fractals makakahabol sa Mineski ng ganun.
Yes, actually. Kasi sobrang init ng game. Okay. First stage, 4-0, Fractals against Mineski. Tapos naging 4-11. After ng half, 9-11. Yung tipong right after ng isang half or pagka-start ng game, dun talaga sila umuusok eh. Parang yung Mineski testing the waters, hindi testing the waters eh. Literal na